Hi, I'm Jessie Nebulous. I'm childless at 40, and we're going to talk about it. First off, no, I don't hate children. I actually enjoy children, at least up until about school age when they tend to turn into brats. I've even worked at a daycare before, so disliking kids is definitely not the reason. The real reason I never had children is because I am disabled with chronic illness, and I've never really been healthy enough or financially stable enough to have one. That's the main reason. I've also just never found the right man to have children with. I was open to the possibility, but the stars didn't align, and I missed out on the opportunity. I mean, technically, there's still a little time because I haven't started the change yet. But unless I meet Mr. Right within the next couple of months, it's probably just not happening for me. How do I feel about that? Well, it's complicated. On the one hand, it does bum me out. I have a massive maternal instinct, and that is why prior to disability, I actually worked in direct care. Taking care of others is something I find very fulfilling, and I think motherhood would have suited me. So in that respect, it makes me sad. I missed out on something special, and that's heartbreaking. On the other hand, I also feel relieved. Relieved that I didn't bring children into a world that's going to collapse on them. In case you're unaware, late stage capitalism is a thing, and revolution is nigh. And I won't have to be on my deathbed worrying about the fate of children I'm leaving behind in a world that's falling apart. So that's good, and I haven't contributed to the ridiculous overpopulation problem on this planet, so that feels pretty sweet. And I feel proud. Proud that I didn't succumb to my own selfish impulses by having a child I could not financially provide for just because it's something that I wanted. Which is not intended as a judgment of people who do that. We're just animals after all, and the instinct to procreate can be very strong. So please don't interpret this as a slight against parents who need financial assistance for their children. Strictly speaking, the fact so many of us can't afford to have children in the first place is not our fault. It's good old capitalism. It's stealing away our opportunities for happiness and denying us things we deserve, like the ability to become a parent if we want. So no judgment against those people. But it does make me proud that I didn't go that route. I care too much about my hypothetical children to knowingly bring them into a situation where I couldn't provide for them. And yet, some people claim not having children is selfish. Are you kidding me? Selfish to not create a child you're incapable of caring for? That's not selfishness. That's selflessness. It's putting the needs of a person who doesn't even exist over your own wants. And that's in no way a selfish act. People who think that way are seriously deluded. And I suspect they secretly regret having their own children, and thus resent us for being childless. But it's just a theory. It's frustrating when people treat you like a selfish freak because you're childless. Because it's so sexist. It's basically admitting that you think a woman's purpose is to shit out a couple of kids. If you didn't think that, then you wouldn't care that we don't have children. Women are treated like brood mares, and it disgusts me deeply. Particularly when it's coming from other women. Come on, ladies, get your shit together. In conclusion, yes, I regret not having children, but I'm also glad that I didn't. I do lament the child I never got to meet. Might have named him Dominic, if I'd had a boy. I always liked that name, and I am sad that I will never meet Dominic. There's genuine grief involved, but I've accepted it. I was dealt a shitty hand in life in regards to my health. And even though it made me miss out on parenthood, it's also given me some inkling of the type of mother I might have been. I mean, the kid doesn't even exist, and I put his needs before my own wants. I think that's pretty compelling evidence that I would have made a good mom. And I do find some solace in that. Alright, well that wraps up this episode of Nebulous Logs. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can always leave me a like or a comment. It's very much appreciated. You can subscribe for more of the nonsense. And yeah, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. And I hope to see you in the next video. I'm Jessie Nebulous. Bye!